Hello children, welcome back to my English subject lecture. Today we are going to learn writing skill section. As we know children, our textbook is divided into 4 parts. Means we can say our textbook is divided into 4 sections. That is, first one is prose section, second is poetry, third one writing skill, and fourth is genre drama. So children, as we are going to learn the writing skill, this writing skill, whatever we are learning the writing skill, same many more writing skills we studied from our lower classes, just like letter writing. I think you already studied in school also and in 11th standard also. We know letters are 2 types, that is formal and informal. Then afterwards we learn the news items, then we learn the report writing, and afterwards we learn the information transfer. In information transfer we get the question just like tree diagram, pie diagram, tabular data, like that, tabular data, like that questions we get in information transfer. We also study children fact file, tourist leaflet, and we also studied the view and counter view section, then dialogue writing, then framing the question, speech writing, like that many more writing skills we learn in our lower class or till to last year. In last year also in our textbook in section 3, means in writing skill sections, we learn 3 new writing skills. That is, so 3 new writing skills, they are expansion of idea, blog writing, emails, interview, film review, and the art of comparing. Same children, this year also we are going to learn 6 writing skills. Among of that, 3.1, that is summary writing, then number 2 is mind mapping, number 3 is note making, number 4 is statement of purpose, number 5 drafting a virtual message, and next one is group discussion. Among of that, today we are going to start summary writing. Children's, this summary writing we are going to study in writing skill section, but first of all I want to give the information regarding the summary writing. Means based on summary writing the question will become in our board exam, means 12th standard board ke exam mein, based on summary writing question you will get in question number 3. Means which section? First section, that is prose section. In prose section question number 3b, where we get what? Unseen passage. Question number 3 is the unseen passage. In that question number 3, that is question number 3b, is your summary writing, and this question is based on question number 3a passage. मतलब क्या है? क्वेश्चन नंबर 3a में जो पैसेज आएगा उसी पैसेज को आपको 3b में समरी लिखना होगा. क्वेश्चन कैसा आएगा? राइट द समरी of the passage or extract which is given in question number 3a, right, and give a suitable title, right. And this summary writing question carry 3 marks, right. This summary writing question carry how many marks? 3 marks. 1 marks for title writing, and number 2 for whatever main points you are writing for summary, the writing the passage. Number 3 for what? Punctuation mark, grammar, means how you frame the sentences, that is grammatically correct or not. Based on that, based on that is 1 marks. Okay, you will get. In this way we can what total how many marks? 3 marks this question. Okay children, so today we are going to start our summary writing. So when we are going to write the summary writing, when question is arises, what is the summary writing? So summary writing is what? Whatever passage is given to you in your question paper, or in your, suppose you have to summarize any lessons, any lesson means any, just like chapter given, what any chapter you read, and that chapters when you given to write the summary. So when you are writing the 1/3 part of that chapter, 1/3 part means anything not, that is main points, means you can write only main point in 1/3 part. That is what summary writing. Children, today we are going to start summary writing. Before that, I want to remind you what we are completed. My dear children, in prose section we already completed I think 4 chapters, just like an astrologer's day, on saying please, the cop and the Athene, big data and big insight. In prose section we completed these 4 chapters, and in poetry section we already completed the song of the open road, Indian weavers, the inch cape rock, and have you earned your tomorrow also I think we started and we will complete. Then father returning home already we completed, and 2.6 that is money poem. These all we already completed, and I think you know remaining 2.7 and 2.8, sea walks in beauty and small town and river, these are what this year omitted because of the COVID. These 2 poems are omitted, and in prose section also 2 omitted, 1.5 the new dress and 1.7 why we travel. These are not part of your this academic year. Okay, so children, I told you what we are completed, and in genre drama also we already completed 4.1, that is history of novel. So today in writing skill we are going to start summary writing. So question is arises, what is the summary? So see, what is the summary? A summary is a record in a reader's own words that gives the main points of a piece of writing, such as a newspaper articles, the chapter of a book, or even a whole book. It is also possible to summarize something that you have heard, such as a lecture, or something that you have seen and heard, such as a movie. Right? What is the summary writing? Summary writing is what? It is a record of reader's own, means in own word. The reader, whatever, who is reading the chapter or anything, suppose newspaper. Suppose you are reading a newspaper, right? Your grandpa asks what is given in newspaper. So what you will give in short way you give. Suppose today what we get, we always read the what new news is about what? About the COVID-19. So your grandma say what is the today's news about the COVID-19. So you will give in a short ना that news कि आप पूरा description देंगे नहीं ना, you will not give the full description, only you give the what short, what is the given main thing in that news, that you will give your grandpa, that you will say your grandpa. That is the what summary of that that is what article, that is news articles, what that is the summary. Suppose any chapter or any novel or any story book, if you read, anybody ask you what is given in this story book or what is in chapter, so in short way you giving whatever story, that is the what summary of that chapter or summary of that story book. And suppose that is what whatever you given, that is the summary of that book. Such as lecture means, suppose children's suppose you imagine our college is going on, so you attended the lecture, but your friend, because of some their personal reason, maybe he or she not able to attend the lecture, so maybe he or she ask you कि आज लेक्चर में क्या हुआ, इसमें क्या पढ़ाया. So what you are not going to give what each and every moment's explanation to your friend. You will what give? You give the main point what teacher taught in the class. So that is means what you are summarizing the lecture. So same way children's, see here given that you have seen or heard such a movie, means suppose you go on to theater and you watch some movie, and that full movie story anybody ask in your family. Suppose your brother gone to office, he is not able to see the movie, so he asked what is the story of that movie. So what you are not going to give the description of each and every moment whatever given in the movie, what एक second में movie में क्या क्या दिया है, that you are not going to speak. You will what give? You will give a short story of that movie. That is the what summary of that movie. Okay, I think you understand what is the summary. So a summary omits detail and does not include the reader's interpretation of the original. What summary is what? Summary, when we are writing summary, we omit what? We avoid what? We not go in a detail, right? Only what we, and does not include the reader's interpretation of the original. What reader's interpretation we cannot, only we give our original story, but what in what way? We give in a short way. You may be used to reading English in order to answer questions set by someone else. In that case, you probably read the questions first and then read the passage in order to find the correct answer. However, when you read in order to write a summary, you must read in order to decide for yourself what the main points are. This involves reading to understand the message that the writer has for the reader, rather than reading in order to get the correct answer to someone else's questions. Since people have different backgrounds and read for different purposes, it is possible that different readers will interpret a writer's message in different way. Even if they agree, they will probably write their summaries in different way. So what here they say, suppose we made a question paper. Already you know इंग्लिश पेपर में क्या होता है, पैसेज आता है तो उसके बाद एक्टिविटीज और क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं. सपोज सेम वे पैसेज इज गिवन एंड क्वेश्चंस इज गिवन. Okay, so what you read first? First of all, you read the word question and then you try to find out the answer, right? So what you do? Full passage or full extract you have to read. And each and every reader read. Means each and every student, those are in your class. Those are going to give the exam. Each and every student can read that passage to find out the same questions answer. So for that what they do, they will read and try to understand the passage, and then they start the reading the writing the answer, particular question answer, or if there is question to write the summary. So they will what? They will read the passage and then they start the writing the what? They start the writing the summary of that. And what? Each and everybody reading the same passage, but each and everybody is what? Interpretation means explanation way is different, writing way is different, right? So same way here what? Children's question passage is same, but each and everybody when writing the summary they have to write the summary, but each and everybody writing in a different way. Different way means they make a sentence. What the formation of sentence they are different, but what? Message जो मीनिंग आ रही है पैसेज की, जो समराइज पैसेज है, जिस पैसेज का समरी लिख रहे हैं, जब हम अपने वाक्य में लिखते हैं, अपने सेंटेंस में लिखेंगे तो हमारा वे जो है फ्रेमिंग द सेंटेंस इज डिफरेंट, बट व्हाट मीनिंग शुड बी सेम जस्ट लाइक ओरिजिनल passage. Then that is what? That is the summary of that passage. When it will be give the different meaning means that is the wrong summary, or we can say incorrect summary. When what it give the same meaning, then only that is the correct summary. On the other hand, to write summary, it is necessary to understand a passage as a whole and therefore at a deeper level than when one purpose is just to answer the question, right? What is the purpose of each and every student? Why they are reading that passage? They are reading the passage to get the what? To get the answer, or to write the summary. What is the question? Write the summary, so get the answer. That's why they are reading the passage and they are writing the answer. Now, when are summaries used? When are summaries used? Means here, when are summary कब use करते? Means what is the uses of summary? Also this question we can turn, then it become what is the uses of summary. समरी हम लोग जो समराइज कर रहे, सपोज कोई चैप्टर समराइज कर रहे, कोई नॉवेल समराइज कर रहे, तो हमको कब और कहाँ यूजफुल हो सकता है. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन. इन जनरल टर्म्स, राइटिंग समरी इज अ गुड वे of improving one's ability to read because it forces the reader to focus on understanding the whole of something rather than on just following each verse or sentence. Now here what? When anybody want to write the summary, that person must be read the given passage. So in this way what? When he is reading one time, two time or three times, so what he will do? It will be improve their reading skill also. And when he is reading many more time, he better understand that passage, right? Next is what? In academic term, what is the use of summaries? So if we or you are reading something that very important for your studies and or difficult to understand, writing a summary helps you to make sure that you have understood it. You can also refer to it later to refresh your memory. For example, when you are revising for an exam, or when you are when you are talking about it in class, it is also good idea to turn lecture notes into summaries. What is the main use of for the student? A summary, when they suppose any chapter, take example of the what? An astrologist. Already I taught. So when I taught, at that time you pay attention, you understood the full chapter, or you go through the chapter and you write them what is the character and main points, main events, whatever going on, that you written in short way. So at the exam time, you are when you written summarize and you written that all thing, that is means main point and all thing whatever going on in that chapter you written, so no need of going to thoroughly for that chapter. Then what you have to do, whatever you written main point, when you go through that main point you can understand what is the story of that chapter. So in this way it will save your time, right? Now second is given, when writing academic paper, people often need to insert summaries of something that they have read or heard. For example, you might want to summarize the main point of a book that is relevant to your topic. In such cases, it is extremely important to use your own word or quotations marks if you are actually quoting in order to avoid plagiarism. Plagiarism, you know, plagiarism means explanation. Okay, so here what? In case it is extremely important to use your own words or quotation marks if you are actually quoting in order to avoid plagiarism. Now what he say, first example I given to you, what कि अगर स्टूडेंट को एग्जाम में लिखना है, अगर वो चैप्टर वो पहले से प्रिपेयर करके उसके मेन पॉइंट्स, मेन इवेंट्स, मेन कैरेक्टर्स वो पूरा तैयार करके रखता है, तो उसको पूरा चैप्टर पढ़ने का ज़रूरत नहीं है। एग्जाम के टाइम पे वो क्या करता है कि 2 मिनट्स में वो जो समरी करके रखा है उस चैप्टर की उसको देखेगा, तो उसको उस चैप्टर की पूरी स्टोरीज और मेन कैरेक्टर सब मालूम पड़ जाएगा, व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन इन दैट नॉवेल और इन दैट चैप्टर। सो इन दिस वे ही कैन यूज हिज टाइम, सेव हिज टाइम। दूसरा पढ़ने के लिए उसको वो टाइम बचेगा तो दूसरा कुछ पढ़ सकता है। एंड नेक्स्ट इज व्हाट कि अगर कोई सपोज एज अ टीचर, फॉर मी it is how useful when I want to take a lecture in class. So what I have to do, first of all I have to prepare that chapter. What when I had the free lecture at that time, when I have to read that chapter, I have to point out the character name, events and all things. So when I will in the class, so I will what anything I am forgetting, that time it is useful for me when I put my summary front of me. So it is good for me to explain front of you that chapter in a better way. Okay, and next what given academic paper when we are writing. Suppose you are going to now, I think our board exam is in May. It is declared by our education minister. So in May, suppose in board exam, if you are going at that time, what we are not having many more time to revise the full test book. Right, in English what we have to do, we have to prepare the grammar, we have to prepare the writing skill, prose, poetry and drama, each and everything we have to. So one day it is not possible to go through the each and everything. When we prepared summary, so what we have to do in a short time, whatever we have time, means 8 hour or 4 hour or 10 hour, whatever we had. So in that hour, because we had 24 hour, but in between what we have to take rest also, it is compulsory. नहीं तो पूरा दिन हम प्रिपेयर ही करते रहेंगे तो एग्जाम में वी फेड अप, और हम उधर सो जाएंगे, इधर पूरा रात दिन जगते रहेंगे तो उधर हम लिख नहीं सकते, हेडेक हो जा सकता है, कुछ भी हो सकता है। तो सेम वे हियर, when we write the summary of each and every chapter, prepare just like a summary our notes, so it is good for our exam। और ऐसा प्रिपरेशन किया, so we will get the word good marks। Now what? First step to write a summary. What is the first step? What we take the first step to write the summary? See, in that, as you read, underline all the important points and all the important events. For example, you could look for all the topics, sentences, words that are repeated several times, are likely to be keywords. Transition words can help understanding of the overall structure of a passage. What? When we read the summary, जो passage दिया summary लिखने के लिए, whatever passage give, when start the reading, what we have to do? First of all, we have to underline the important points, important events. So you, then what? We can get the topic name of the summary given na, write the suitable title. So for when we do all things, so it is what good for us decide the what is the title of this passage. So in this way, what you can look for the word topic sentence. Words are repeated here. What some words are repeated many more time, and we have to underline whatever words are repeated many more time, that also we have to underline. Keywords and transition words also we can understand, because what happen when we read and underline these all things, so it will help us. It will help us what to understand the passage, to understand the story of the passage, to understand what is given in the passage. Number 2, list or cluster the main idea of the whole piece, the main supporting ideas and the main evidence for each idea. Use of the same keywords or technical expressions is probably unavoidable. However, be careful to express the ideas in your own way, using your own vocabulary, expression as much as possible, rather than copying or just rearranging. Do not include too much detail. What? First of all, we have to decide what we all think. We cluster the main idea, supporting ideas, main evidence, keywords, Each and everything we have to what? But what? We are keywords or technical expression. Keywords we have to underline. But what happened? Keywords and technical expression we have to what? It is compulsory to underline, because we can't be avoiding while writing the summary. So here what? When we are writing the summary, we should what? Keep in our idea what? We use our vocabulary, but meaning should be not change, right? And here what? We rearrange whatever the events and all things that we have to rearrange, but we have to avoid to write the explanation or write about that main point. What? In detail writing we have to avoid, right? Next is what? When we are write a summary, how our summary become a good summary. What हमने जो summary लिखा है वो कैसे लिखना चाहिए कि उसको पढ़ने के बाद टीचर बोले oh you are written very good summary. So in that first point, a good summary should give an objective outline of the whole piece of writing. It should answer basic question about the original text, such as who did what, where and when, or what is the main idea of the text, what are the main supporting points, what are the major pieces of evidence. It should not be a paraphrase of the whole text using your own words. A reference should be made to the original piece either in the title or in the first sentence or in a footnote or in endnote, right? Here what they say, a good summary is what? In good summary, whatever objective given that we outline, what is given? A good summary should give an objective outline, right? And so when we are writing the summary, what? Our basic questions, WH type of question, that questions answer we should get. We ask that WH type of question to us, and that answer we try to find out from the passage. When we are writing the summary, that questions answer we should get from our summary. When that answers we will get from our summary, so our summary become a what? It's look like it becomes a what? Good summary. Now you should not give your own ideas or criticism as a part of the summary. However, if you want to comment on piece of writing, it is usual to begin by summarizing it is an objectively as possible. You should not. When we are writing what summary, I told already, main ideas, main events, keywords, that all things what we have to underline, and that thing only we have to write. When we are writing that summary in our own word, but what meaning should be not change. Here in the summary, what we should not we should not write our own ideas. We should not criticize whatever given in the passage regarding that. We should not give the big explanation like our idea we have to present in the summary, or we start the criticize. When we are doing these things, then our summary is not good. So to make our good summary, we should not use our own idea. Own sentence we can write, but our own idea and criticism we should not add in summary. A good summary should not include selected example, details, or information which are not relevant to the piece of writing taken as a whole. What? When we are writing the good summary, so to the main point, main event, जो examples दिए हुए हैं, whatever information दिया है, which is not relevant to the main point, that we have to avoid to writing. Okay. Next is what? A good summary of an essay should probably include the main idea of each paragraph. A good summary of an essay should probably include the main idea of each paragraph and the main evidence supporting that idea, unless it is not relevant to the articles or essay as a whole. What good summary? What we have to what? Whatever we are writing, that should be what? Probably in good summary. When any passage or any extra good summary we are going to write, so there what we have to include? Only we include the main idea of that paragraph or main evidence or supporting evidence, right? A summary does not need a conclusion, but if the original end with a message to the reader, this should not be left out. A good summary of a chapter should probably include the main idea of each group of paragraph or each section. A good summary of a book should probably include the main idea of each chapter or each paragraph, the main idea of each section or each chapter. What good summary? What main idea? Only you keep in your mind, कोई भी chapter है, कोई भी section है, कोई भी paragraph है. So when we are writing a summary, if we want to write a good summary, only we have to write what? Main thing. Okay. Next is what? A good summary may use keywords from the original text, but should not contain whole phrases or sentence from the original unless quotation marks are used. Quotations should only be made if there is a reason for using the original words. For example, because the choice of words is significant or because the original is so well expressed. What good summary में क्या करना है? We should use what? Keywords. But which keywords we have to use? Whatever original text, whatever original passage give from there, from them, we have to use what? Original text. But we should what? In when quotation and all thing given, but then when that quotation and all thing is related with the what? Main idea, then only that quotation we have to use and avoid the explanation of the quotation. Next, rearranging the word used in the original or keeping the same structure but just substituting different words is not enough. You must express the sense of the original using your own words and structure. I am again reading. Children, try to understand. Rearranging the words used in the original. Whatever you selected, main idea, main event, supporting idea, all thing, keywords, that you have to what? Rearrange. You have to arrange that all thing or keep the same structure but just substituting different word in not in a word. When we are what? Keeping the same structure of the according to the passage, same structure, when you are keeping only एक word लगा के लिख दिया, दो word लगा के लिख दिया और वैसा का वैसा ही copy कर दिया, that is not good. Whatever main things you are underlying, all things you have to rearrange, write in your own sentence. But when you are writing in your sentence, the expression should be not change. Originality should be not change. You must express the sense of original. Okay, whatever original पैसेज में दे दिया है उसकी समरी जब आप बना रहे हो, नया पैराग्राफ लिख रहे हो, तो उसमें ओरिजिनलिटी नहीं जानी चाहिए. आप अपना खुद का वर्ड यूज कर सकते हो बट उसकी मीनिंग, उसकी ओरिजिनलिटी नहीं जानी चाहिए. आई थिंक time is what? So children, today what we learn? We learn what? Today we learn in which question this summary writing question will come in exam or in the 12th standard board paper. I already told that will become what? Question number 3B. राइट, समरी राइटिंग किसका लिखने को आएगा? अनसीन पैसेज का लिखने को आएगा. अनसीन पैसेज क्वेश्चन नंबर 3 में रहेगा. 3A में जो पैसेज रहेगा, अनसीन एक्सट्रैक्ट रहेगा, उस 3A में उसके बेस पे क्वेश्चंस रहेंगे, एक्टिविटीज रहेंगी. 3B में उसी पैसेज का आपको क्या लिखना है? समरी लिखना है. एंड यू शुड राइट द व्हाट? सुटेबल टाइटल. ओके, एंड राइट द, ऑलरेडी आई टोल्ड हाउ टू राइट समरी. सो समरी लिखना है, लेकिन उसमें आपको पंक्चुएशन मार्क्स और ग्रामेटिकल मिस्टेक नहीं करनी है. एंड दिस समरी राइटिंग कैरी ओनली 3 मार्क्स. ओके, दिस समरी राइटिंग कैरी ओनली 3 marks. So 1 marks for title, 2nd marks for summary writing, 3rd is for what? Punctuation and grammar. So in this way, till to here we written how we have to write the summary, so our summary become good. So today what we read? So we written where this question will come. We studied where this question will come. How many marks this question? Then we studied what is the meaning, what is the summary. Then afterwards we studied the first step, whatever the first step we take to write the summary. Then how our summary become a good, and what is the use of summary. So next lecture we will remaining part of the summary we will study, just like how to write a summary of a short piece of writing, then what is the step of summary, then significance of summary, and in textbook whatever given about the summary, just like based on the summary in textbook given ice breaking and brainstorming question answer, that also we have to solve. So in next lecture we will continue. Thank you. Good day, childrens.